Hey guys, today I'll be showing you DIY book jars. And right here is my TBR jar, and this is my books I've read in 2014. And these I think are so pretty. These are mason jars, and I have gold glitter around the rim. And then I have gold on the top and white paint on the top. And I think these are really pretty. And so yeah, you can do it whatever you want, interpret it. However, make it yours, make it unique. You put rhinestones around the top, just paint on it. Anything you want to do, you can do. And I'm a little sick right now, so that's why my voice is a little scratchy. But this is really easy and fun to make. And also follow me on Goodreads. It's XO Haley, XO13. And also that's why I have 67 books I want to read and 15 books I read this year. So it's going to be a lot to do. So I'm going to have find time and go and put these in the jar. So let's get into the video. The things you'll need are mason jars, glitter, and I'm using gold, but you can use any color you want. Thin small ribbon, and I'm using gold to match my glitter. Mod Podge, and the gloss one works best. Any kind of brush for your Mod Podge. So first, I'm going to have glitter on the bottom half, like right under where it says care. So we're going to take Mod Podge, and I already started, and then just put it all the way around the cup. I'm just putting Mod Podge on the front half and not on the back half. Okay, so now it's time for the glitter. I'm going to actually take off the lid, and for mason jars I have that, and you can use any jar. You don't have to just use mason jar. But it's going to get a little messy, so use a placemat because the extra glitter will get on it. Now see this, or you can use a paper. It has holes in it, but it'll be faster if you just take off the lid all the way. And mine's sort of thicker glitter, and I just spilled some. That's okay, I can always clean it up. And then you're just going to sprinkle it over it. You can put extra because you can shake it off after. And I'm just being messy with it, have fun with it. So this is what it looks like so far. For the glitter, I dumped most of it back in here because I had a lot excess. But I still have a lot left, but you can throw away some of that. But make sure you have enough glitter. But this is small, but I still have plenty. And now I'm going to put Mod Podge on the back half of it. Okay, and you gotta make sure the line's even all around because you're doing it in two parts. And now I'm going to put glitter on this back half. So now I have so much glitter, and a technique, usually paper works better, but I forgot. I did this kind of quickly. So I kind of fold it and make sure all the glitter, you can't really see, but you'll know what I'm talking about. You just make sure all the glitter goes in the middle. So it's making a funnel and pour the extra glitter back into the can. The glitter is all on your mason jar, but we are not finished yet. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll show you the next step. But first, it has to be fully dried. And now I have two jars, and this they're going to be both the same, but one's going to be TBR and one's going to be books I've read this year. And I'm going to work on this one, and also you can work on the lid while you're waiting. So now I'm going to work on the next jar. So now you're basically doing exactly what you just did. This is a pretty simple jar idea. I really like it because it's so simple. So just do exactly what you did on the last one. So now I'm putting on the glitter again, and you can use different glitter for each one, but I'm just going to make these two the same. The Mod Podge on the other side, and you can also roll it in here. I don't really like this technique because I feel like you don't get it in the exact spots you want it, but it works good also, and you can also add where the little spots where it missed. Now both of these are done. Well, not completely done, but for the first step, and now we'll be going on to the lids. Now I have a little hot glue gun. You can also use regular glue, like super glue, but hot glue is best, and this is small enough for it. And here's my ribbon, and these are only $1. I got this at Michael's, and I got everything at Michael's. So, and here's your jar. So now I'm gonna start. So now you're gonna cut it at the length of that, and you can make it a little bit extra because you can always overlap. You're going to hot glue this with a small line in the middle of it. Now it's hot glue, you have to go quickly because hot glue does dry really quickly. Wrapped it around, I'm putting a little dot to make sure it stays secured. This is what it looks like. And also you put rhinestones, you put anything to decorate it. But I just use ribbon because it's a little bit easier. The other cap and measuring it across. Be careful with hot glue. You can't really tell, but my knee is bright red because I was hot gluing the ribbon. And then my sister, who's helping me record this, she jinxed me, and I grabbed it to put it around the lid, and I whipped all the way across my knee. And now it burns so bad. So be careful with this. So far, this is how they look like, and I love these. They're so bright and shiny. I'm going to go eat dinner while these are drying because we're going to put another coat of Mod Podge to seal this off. Okay, so now what I was talking about before, I finished dinner, and now it's all dried, and I'm going to put a Mod Podge sort of layer over it and try to put it lightly because you don't want to scrape off the glitter. So it's actually, if you have a sponge brush like this, you can kind of like squish it down so you don't want to rake at it and press hard, because this is just going to be a glossy coat, and kind of make it thinner and try to smooth out a little bit. And also, this works so good. It's like really glossy. A lot of people might think this is really weird, but glitter will not come off, which is very good. Now I put Mod Podge on over the glitter on both of these, and it looks like that. Now you're going to let it dry a little bit. It looks very white, but this dries clear. And make sure to get the right one. This is Gloss. It's the orange one. And this one works really good. There's other ones that they're like matte, and I'm pretty sure they won't be glossy. They might protect the glitter, but this is the best one. And do not use glue to put over it. Maybe you can use glue to stick it to the jar, but don't use glue to put over it, definitely, because that will make a mess. So now these are almost drying, almost done. And you just gotta wait for all the white to clear, and then it's ready. And, oh yeah, sorry if my head's not showing, but I have to show you everything and how to make things. So now, also, for a book jar, you have to have, inside of it, I'm going to have a TBR, of course, so books I want to read, and books I'm reading for this year, like I already said. So I'm going to cut these index cards, these papers, sticky notes, whatever, and I'm writing down most of the books. I might not finish for this video, so yeah. Okay, so here I cut the regular card length. I cut it in half, and now I'm going to cut it in half again. And then when I write down the book, I will fold it up and put it in the jar. Now here are all my cards cut. It's going to take me a long time to write on them, so I'm only going to do a couple now. And also, I'm going to look on Goodreads. So follow me on Goodreads. It's XOHaleyXO13. And now I'm folding them and putting them in my jar. So now, for the lid, I want to paint it white because this is just silver, and it also had a big sticker on this one, and I already started this one. I might put a little bit more because I stuck my finger in it on accident. I just have this regular white paint. This is Artist Loft, and I used one of these sponge brushes again, but I got a new one. I'm just squeezing that on, and I'm only putting it on this part, so this lid, I didn't have this, I took this off. And you could keep this on the jar probably. And yeah, so you just paint it on over. You can use any color you want, and you don't even have to do this if you don't want to. So here's the top of my bookshelf, and I usually have my books that I just got. I put it on top, and these mason jars look so adorable with it on top of your bookshelf. So please subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye!